Hey friends, happy new moon, total solar eclipse. It's December 14th, 2020. I just wanted to speak about the mathematical precision of the pure positivity and the infinite variety of the universe in which we create as we go. And to say universe is also to say life or ourself. So everything outside and physical is also inside and non-physical and spiritual and emotional and personality based. So because of law of attraction, momentum is always exponentially increasing in nature. And so we apply this to culture and evolution and thought and physical reality on this planet that we're all sharing in this infinite matrix of overlapping realities in which we interact with each other on this planet called Earth. And so we're currently witnessing telescoping in the collective narrative. And we have an opportunity as light workers to radiate securely this pure positive vibration in a completely non-oppositional way, so that everything we do and feel and vibrate and emanate is truly this soothing vibration of inclusion and well-being, in which nothing other than said well-being and inclusion and all things pure positive can exist. So the key is in recognizing what's real and the truth, and then therefore freeing ourselves from fear or illusion of false premise that would lead us to fear and worry and concern, both for ourselves personally and for others that we care about, and just this situation in the world at large. So I drew this funny little thing just here. So this is the light, this is consciousness, pure positive energy. And there's always enlightened and unenlightened. There's always wanted and unwanted, but there's only a source of the wanted. So undeveloped, we have compassion. So there's conscious beings who aren't fully in alignment with the light. And so the light has compassion for the beings who aren't feeling pure positive energy. And so I've made this funny little thing where it's like, if we think about why, only abundance and well-being is natural. So there's more than enough resources for everybody on the planet to have their own palace and more food and freedom and autonomy over their own reality than we could ever imagine. There's just infinite resource. So there's no reason for there to be any disputes or fights or war or lack of equality and kumbaya happiness on planet Earth. There's just all things pure positive. So when we as a collective are actually in alignment, we can allow for things to go from the state that we can currently observe, which we would call insane or not truly in alignment with pure positive energy, to a more healthier paradigm where the light and the consciousness really is the mainstream conversation. So obviously my whole thing with the pure positive fun is that the whole point is that when we're so in alignment with positive energy, we don't actually have to even address the lack thereof, because it's like if like a baby was crying when you're trying to take their photograph or something, and then you distract them with like keys or whatever or something, or it's like somebody's upset and then you like distract them and do something funny or tickle them, and then they forget what they were worried about, and then they're just happy and elation. Like that's what a light worker is. It's to be in the pure positive vibration, recognizing that we're pulling from infinite potentiality, so that there's not actually any objective thing happening other than our subjective perception in the now. So what I'm talking about is that there's not bad things happening in the world unless we're thinking about bad things happening in the world. And I'm not talking about ignorance. I'm talking about science and metaphysical principles which govern everything. And so currently there's this mainstream narrative coming to a focal point, and we have the opportunity to see clearly and stand secure and emanate the truth without needing to be oppositional, yet by, in no uncertain terms and in no uncertain vibrations, holding true to what's actually real. And so there's only this source of pure positive. And so the undeveloped consciousness, and if we observe just part of this spiritual algorithm for the evolution of humanity, and even like recent past thousands of years in documented history, it's obvious that there's this algorithm operating wherein which the undeveloped empire is constantly evolving and taking new forms and developing, and those that are not fully in alignment with pure positive energy, out of their not understanding, out of their belief of scarcity, or even we can also look at it from just a simple feeling as if giving them the benefit of the doubt so that they truly believe that it's necessary to deceive others in order to create a greater thing for the collective. And that, in fact, it doesn't matter because we're pulling from infinite variety, so we shouldn't be trying to figure out exactly what's happening other than if we're thinking about what we want to happen. We're giving everybody the benefit of the doubt or having compassion. So my point is that there's this whole grand thing happening where, because of technology and because of, it's like everybody on the planet is kind of having one conversation now. Even though we're in different countries, it's like it's more than ever obvious that we're just one collective community. And as far as the politics and the pandemic situation and whatnot, it's becoming more clearer than ever that the things that aren't in alignment are completely dysfunctional. And as light workers, this little darkness where the conscious being who is not fully in alignment with pure positive energy, we can have compassion for them. So when we think about those who are in positions of power who would do things that aren't necessarily as we would understand from a perspective of being in alignment with pure positive energy, wouldn't necessarily be a productive thing for the collective, as those who are coming from this place of unconsciousness to an extent take actions that affect others. It's just the fear talking. So it's like the fear says, hey, everybody, look over here at this fear. But the awesome thing about it is that when the light looks at it, when the light looks at what the not light is talking about, there's just light. So there's no more fear. So this is what I'm talking about with being non-oppositional and actually being confident and certain in our alignment with pure positive energy. So we can do this, and it's actually not urgent. It's just about being in alignment now and following our bliss. Thank you.